Oh boy, this would be my dream. That would be my dream, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, guys? It's Thursday, April 18th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 839,872. TikTok next block. We are 128 blocks away from the Bitcoin halving. So it depends how fast the blocks get mined. Usually it's about 144 every 24 hours. We are less than 24 hours away, unless something, crazy happens. They slow, the miners really slow down, to block number 840,000. And that's when the halving kicks in. My goodness, man. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to make that video. 10 things you need to know about the Bitcoin halving. That is a good way to help you get a good understanding and study Bitcoin. Man, when I think about Bitcoin's monetary policy, it's just amazing, man. It's just, I feel like Bitcoin is like an alien put it down in the middle of the world, right? I mean, obviously it's not a physical thing. It's like a digital thing, but it's just like, it's there, and then, people see it and they're like, what's this? And it's a black hole, man. It's just sucking your attention in and sucking your money in, your energy, and when you study it, you just know that everything trends to it. It just pulls it in like gravity, And this is the first time in history that we've had a monetary policy like this, man, that is the complete opposite of our current system. It rewards good behavior. It rewards good service and good, goods and services. There's no stealing in it. There's no inflation. It's completely deflationary, and it's all written out. And again, stay tuned for that video tomorrow. I will break it down for you tomorrow. But sometimes I just sit here, guys, in awe, despite like all these crazy, what things going on in this country. And I do get down about it. I do, man. But despite all that, I know I got Bitcoin. Now, I know Bitcoin is not going to fix the entire world. It's going to fix a lot of things. And it's going to take decades to do that. And I get it. And the Bitcoin or the Satoshis that I'm buying today, they're not for me, man. They're from my lineage, man. My kids and my grandkids and my great-grandkids and their great-grandkids. And, generations down the road. This world is going to look completely different here in 100 years, man. It just is. And they're going to be looking back at this fiat nonsense and these fiat games that we're playing. They're going to be like, wait, what? They printed, huh? They did what? They're just not going to believe it. You mean to tell me that they had money that, the heck is that? They're going to say, you mean to tell me they had money that was inflationary and prices went up instead of prices going down? They're just not going to believe it. They're going to be looking at us like we're crazy. That's one of the main reasons I make this video, or these videos, so I can document the block height, and then my lineage could look at it and go, wow, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, at this block, this is what he was doing, and this is what was going on in the world, and he was still in that fiat nonsense. He was still in it. And I am still in it, and we are still in it right now in history. And even though the United States of America, does have the strongest currency, boy, it is weak in these borders. And I got a funny feeling, man, that everybody keeps talking about Jerome Powell. I guess he said some stuff today. It was either today or yesterday. I haven't really been looking at the news today. He was saying some stuff about inflation. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, the only way you can stop inflation is if you raise the interest rates. And right now, he's caught between a rock and a hard place. If he raises, what's going to happen? It's going to shut everything down, because money's just going to be so expensive. It's just going to be so expensive to borrow, and everybody's struggling now. But if he stays here, inflation's still going to be creeping up. And if he drops the rates, inflation is going to go sky high. So this guy, I do not feel for him. I mean, I would never like to be in that guy's shoes, man. Never. Now, I'm not one of those dudes that think the U.S. dollar is just going to die like that. I think it's a slow grind. I think it's a death by 1,000 or maybe a few thousand cuts. But the things that they're doing in Washington, D.C., because that's where inflation comes from. There's only one place. It's Washington, D.C. The complete and utter, they have no, it's like nobody's in charge of them. They can just do whatever they want. I mean, could you imagine running up a credit card bill? Because look at our debt. It's 34 or 36 trillion. I forget which one I'm not looking at. 34.6 to 36 trillion, something like that. Whatever, 30-something trillion. That'd be like the equivalent of you owing, I don't know, 300 something thousand, and you only making, because I heard we collected like I think 2.7 trillion in taxes, and our expenses are like 9 something trillion, which is a difference of like 6.8 trillion or something like that. Can you imagine making, I don't know, let's just say you made 270,000 or something like that, just to make, everybody makes more than 27,000. You make 270,000 and your bills are 900 and something thousand, and you're already in debt by a couple of million, I guess, with that ratio. My goodness, man. It's insane, man. It's insane what's going on. And they can just do whatever they want. And guess who freaking pays for it? That's why a lot of people say, if they can just print the money, because that's what inflation is tax. It's just a hidden tax. If they can just print the money, what in the hell am I paying taxes for? That's the question. Now, I'm not telling anybody not to pay taxes. I'm just saying, just ask yourself, why do you pay income tax? And I never tell anybody what to do or what not to do, but let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's a Ponzi scheme, ladies and gentlemen, and we know it. And when I hear people telling me that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, that's how I know we're early. And I just say to myself when they say that, I used to get angry, but I'm just like, they just don't know. You know what I mean? First of all, Ponzi scheme, who's at the top and who's benefiting? You have to, bring the money to the top, and then somebody at the top is benefiting. You literally have people in Congress and the bureaucrats and all these people that are printing the money. They call them quintillionaires. The closer you are to the money printer, the more you benefit. And if you look since 2020, when the scamdemic started, what happened to the billionaires, right? They got so rich during that, when people were staying home and all that money printing was going on, and people were quote unquote investing and putting it in equities. Who gets that money, man? It goes straight to the top, man. Because you can't put it in the bank. You can't put dollars in the bank because of the debasement. We got to figure something out, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, you work hard for your money. And speaking of debasement, you got to figure out how to store your energy. You do. And as much as I love these two guys, I really love these two guys. I don't think, they're going to be able to stop this madness when it comes to our money for the long term. Nobody can. I mean, this is insane what they've done to the United States and our precious U.S. dollar. I like the U.S. dollar. I'm not one of those people that don't like it, but you can't save in it. So what are you going to save in? You guys already know. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.